Hello and welcome to In Depth. I'm Tina Jha. Recent years have seen the digital payments growing exponentially in India. Digital transactions have grown from 220 crore rupees in 2013-14 to more than 2,000 crore rupees in the year 2017-18. Last year itself, there were some 3 billion mobile transactions in the country, and all through smartphones via digital payment platforms, credit cards, and so on. But such a heavy digital payments traffic is not without its element of risk. Because when we make transactions through credit cards, our details are shared with the merchant side. And despite stringent security measures, instances of credit card fraud are on the rise. So to help solve the security problems caused by credit cards, we now have virtual credit cards. With features similar to a credit card, virtual cards do not have a physical form. Virtual credit cards can protect you from having your credit card information stolen in a data breach or through an unsecure connection. But how do these virtual cards work? How do we get them? How are these cards useful to you and how can they protect your identity? These will be some of the questions we'll try and answer today in depth. Not just individuals, companies around the world are also benefiting from digitization. But for many companies, managing incoming payments from customers can be a labor-intensive challenge. To deal with this, MasterCard is launching a virtual card receivable service that will digitize reconciliation of virtual card payments for businesses of all sizes. Payments and technology giant MasterCard is launching a new service designed to make it easier for B2B vendors to accept virtual cards. The company has announced the rollout of its virtual card receivable service, a tool that will digitize the virtual card payment acceptance and reconciliation process for businesses.
In fact, these are now equivalents to wallets. So what does a wallet do? Like for example, a Paytm wallet or a MobiKwik wallet do? Those don't have all of the monies of a bank, right? So you actually charge them. For example, you put some, let's say 10,000 rupees in a wallet and use that to do transactions. So exposure is just to that amount in the wallet, right? So this is kind of a competition to the wallet, and this can be used for transactions within a particular period of time for short amounts.
The service will aggregate virtual card payment data from MasterCard issuers, including the single-use virtual card number, as well as accompanying invoice and SKU information. It will then compile it into a comprehensive file in the format preferred by vendors. The file can then be sent as a Microsoft Excel or CSV document. The service will offer a safer alternative to the traditional methods that virtual card payment information is submitted to a vendor, which often occurs via fax or email. According to MasterCard, this consolidation of virtual payment data can more easily be integrated into suppliers' existing enterprise resource planning and other back-office systems. Besides, it also supports reconciliation and cash flow forecasting processes. By simplifying card reconciliation, MasterCard aims to help suppliers streamline their accounts receivable process, make data available faster, and with the same security and privacy standards that is available for all MasterCard products and services.
I think the most important part of protection is user awareness. Presently, as more and more people get cash payments and digital payments, users do not understand how easily can one be hacked, because all that you need are a few numbers and you can get cash from a user. So what is required is the user needs to be aware. Features like one-time passwords, features like verification from a third party need to be activated. Also, please ensure that you get a virtual credit card from a reliable company. The big banks, the known banks, the national banks, rather than going for a company which has just popped up on the internet and is providing a very good interest or a handling rate. Security features of a virtual credit card are very similar to the normal banking systems we have. The most secure methodology is OTP, that is the one-time password. Also, some credit card companies are now providing the service of verification via phone or having user-generated codes, which only last for 5 to 10 minutes. Depending upon the service you are availing, there are different measures which are in place. In a virtual credit card, you can use it globally. You could be traveling abroad and you can use your virtual credit card to make payments for your airlines and your local travel. Similarly, fraud becomes much higher because of the laws of India are probably not working very well with the American laws. Also, the aspect which is extremely different is the acceptance of a virtual credit card. Now, a credit card is globally accepted, whereas e-wallets are only acceptable in the closed ecosystem. Another aspect that we really need to look into is financial fraud. For example, if you are using an international virtual credit card provided by service provider from the United States or Russia. Now, in India, the income tax return goes yearly, but the records of this virtual credit card are sometimes deleted right after the validity of the card comes to an end. Now, these would need to be really looked into. We need to come up with global norms so that globally we follow one practice. Recently, we have seen a lot of fraud happening because of international and local banking practices being different. In case of virtual credit card or in case of cyber finances, this will be a major issue to look into.